I see you're the last person, so you're the strong party people and the strong work people. Thank you so much for being on time and also taking the voting device. Yes, today not a lot of things happen. We have the voting, we have some workshops, and also time for writing your sugar cubes to the people who would like to bring some appreciation in a written letter. And I think with this I can directly open the NA at 9:19.
Perfect, thank you so much, Philip. Now, let's actually start with a... Okay. Let's start with the quorum check, maybe. And also the scrutineers can already come to the front. And also the
Hello everyone, from my side as well. Thank you for being on time, my scrutineers. Again, we need to do a quorum check to see if we as the National Assembly can make decisions today. Today's question is, which river flows through Germany the longest? I will ask everyone that is voting for Ryan to raise their hands high and don't move it. Oh. Thank you. You can lower your hands. Everyone that is voting for in option B, raise your hands now. Seeing none. Everyone who is voting for mine, raise your hands now. Everyone who is voting for house, raise your hands now. It's 42, the number of delegates. One of you didn't vote. We will restart. Who is voting for option A?
Race from Constance and I don't know if this race.
I'm voting for him now.
Yeah, we could do that.
43, thank you. We'll lower your hands. Everyone who is voting for option B, then you can raise your hands.
Yeah. Why are they voting again?
Thank you. And still does not add up.
Yeah, I changed my opinion.
Do not change your opinion. Once you voted, you cannot re-vote. We will start again then. Please don't change your opinion during the voting. It just makes it longer. Everyone in favor of option A, Ryan, raise your hands. Don't change your mind. Thank you. You can lower your hands now. Anyone voting for option B in raising their hands? Is anyone voting for option C? Mind raising their hands. Is anyone voting for option D? Thank you. This concludes the quorum check with 43 participants. Thank you. That means we have reached a quorum. It was the correct answer.
Okay. As you all know, we already voted for our agenda, but now is the chance to add proposals to change the agenda. There is one.
I propose to change the agenda. Victoria A. I propose to change the agenda to include a statement of the main auditor on the SOS proposal on rules for open calls in the duration of 5 minutes. And I propose a Q&A in the duration of 5 minutes as well.
Are there any objections to this proposal? Okay, the agenda will be changed. We just need a minute to do so.
Victoria, AB main auditor. Thank you for accepting my agenda change. I promise to be brief, considering how much we've got to do today. I wrote this down to make sure that what I want to say to you is exactly what I want to say. I want to say at the beginning that this is not meant as a personal attack on anyone, but rather as explaining and clarifying the confusion. As you know, there has been much discussion about the proposed SOS change to the open calls, including a considerable amount of confusion that has prompted me to provide an additional statement on this topic. It is important that you, as the members of Yes in Germany, are able to make an informed decision when you vote later today. The initial part of this proposal aimed to only specify the regulation of the time frames of the open calls. Due to complications related to Sprayberg 2025, which were presented to you yesterday, the National Board decided that it would be better for them and us as an association Yes in Germany when OC members are selected by the NB and not directly by the sections, as the sections can tend to elect unqualified applicants if there is the alternative of the position being vacant. This proposed SOS change was included in the proposal aiming to specify rules for open calls, which was shared with you as the proposal now. Despite being proposed by the audit board, it was therefore the product of individual NB and AB members' work. It first became clear yesterday that should this proposal be accepted, it will not be applicable for the OC selection for February 2026, which was its intended usage. Members of the National Board intended to empower themselves to ensure that specific, according to them, unqualified people will not be in February OC, which is not the right way to ensure that the most suitable applicants form the OC. There is a need for you to have this information, in my opinion, to make an informed vote. I personally believe that yesterday's statements on transparency and data protection were against the bias that we as ESN stand for, although I was standing there. The only information that is not to be shared with the sections are personal details that fall under GDPR, such as names, details of code of conduct incidents, and information shared during secret sessions. It is the duty of the members of the National Board to represent you as the members, and not withhold information from you even if it's uncomfortable and requires openly criticizing someone. Only open dialogue can allow for fair governance and transparency. As the main audit leading the audit board that proposes this change, I believe that the actual goal of the proposal is good, but its implementation was not done right. The specification of open calls timeframes and the OC selection for events other than NAs should have been separate proposals and should have not both been proposed by the audit board. Despite being contacted about this issue before, I only realized during this NA that we have handled this proposal in a way that was not transparent and not in line with our values, which is why I'm providing this statement so late today and did not solve this internally before the NA, which would be the best solution. During the months of our joint volunteering, I have respected and appreciated greatly the work of all NB and AB members. I see many of you as my friends and see the hard work you put into this association. However, I want to do my job as main audit well. That means auditing and means making this mistake known to the National Assembly before you sections vote, and also pointing out that yesterday's critiques that were justified were taken too personally. As a network, we need to be more honest with each other for it to work well. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, these are good.
Can someone ideally help us from the last time help with the microphone? if you already see your name up there, raise your hand.
When you in Dortmund, you said that the sections can eventually select the wrong participants, but then again, NB and AB is also voted on by the sections and they make our decision here, so the same can be applied in these situations. How's that different? It's not to argue the whole what is the best criteria for selecting, but just that statement itself.
Victoria AB, that's a good point to clarify. The NB is selected by you. You select the people you want to represent you on the national, international level. That is a very stark difference to the OC selection, which is the people selected to organize a specific event, to carry out a very specific task. And these people have to work together with the NB. And if they do not deliver, the only people personally responsible for our association are the NB. So they have to make up for that poor selection that can happen. If we, as an association, select someone that is not qualified or not doing their job correctly, that is our mistake then, and our responsibility to make it good, which is an example of this would be the last winter NA, where we as the AB proposed to remove the treasurer that was then the treasurer from his mandate before it was ended. So it's the difference about NB is supposed to represent you, and this is who you trust with representing your voice the best, whereas OC is just the best fit person for organizing, let's say, spring break.
There is a comment.
Can the NB also just make a statement on the applicants and then the sections get selected? Because then you keep the, you can say, idea of a democratic selection and still have what you want anyway.
Victoria AB, that is of course a way that you could deal with OC selection. This is not the proposed way by this joint proposal made by members of AB and NB. Out of experience, it has been a positive way of functioning that the NB selects the members of the OCs because they have to work together, and this is why the NB members would want that to be the rule. If you as the sections want to be the ones directly choosing the OC members, you can also make SOS proposals. So if this is something that sections want, you have your vote, you have your right to fill in proposals. But the proposed change includes NB voting on the OC selection and not the General Assembly, the National Assembly.
My question is directly to the audit, not to the audit board or to Victoria. My question is to the national board. As Victoria mentioned, there are national board members who went for this and who had the thought of putting people out of their positions because they deemed that as unqualified. I would kindly ask those NB members to actually take accountability for that, especially after you've been evading it for several days now.
To the national board, we as NB didn't submit or propose the first proposal, SS proposal for the open calls. It was the AB, although we as NB discussed to do this, but due the time capacity, sorry, just don't remember, we didn't have the capacity to basically prepare the proposal. So we were not involved in preparing the proposal. Although now, when we had the discussion afterwards, we thought the amendment would make sense and would also something we agree on to report in the end our voting and written statement towards the AB to give also you the transparency.
There is a proposal.
That was not an answer to my
Name
question.
section.
It was Levi AS in Potsdam. My question was not aiming towards your explanation on why you acted like that, because I think Victoria explained that pretty clear. I'm asking you, not you as the president, if this was your accountability. I'm asking specifically which members of the national board were aiming for that.
I'm not sure if it is necessary to discuss this point, but if you want to answer, you can.
In the national board, I mean, I think Chiara has a good point that we still stand by not making all of this too personal, but I will say that also myself including, I'm going to be honest with you, due to experiences that we had at certain events and how certain work tasks were handled, I will say that I had my thoughts about who would be best fitting for an event like Spielberg in the future, because at the end of the day, it needs to benefit you as participants also, and that's also why I think it's maybe also our responsibility to beschützen for the Germans. Yeah, to protect also that. Maybe the way that we did it without being transparent about it was wrong, but it was kind of the intention not to have it so out in the open and to personally attack somebody, because personally I think, and also the NB, that that's not the right way to do it. But I will admit that, yeah, there was a thought behind that, I guess.
Victoria had a comment first.
Just a short comment on what Victoria AB, just a short comment. That is correct. What I'm calling for is not making it a personal, we don't want personal attacks, and it's also not in line with data protection to name any names. But as I call for, let's all be more honest and say there was people that did their tasks wrong and we don't want them to be chosen, so we want to propose this. We need to be all honest.
Please, a comment?
Maybe ESN put some comment as a reaction to Julius. What Julius said, it sounded to me like an explanation and not taking accountability. So I fear that my answer is closed with, again, no one of the national board taking accountability for this.
And who do you want to comment? Okay, a comment?
Hello, MB. Again, this proposal not being ours, but us supporting it. We all agree that there are applicants, or there are people from the Spielberg 2025 OC that we agree should not be on the Spielberg 2026 OC.
I will allow one more comment.
Victoria AB, as I said in my statement, that's very correct, that we proposed this as main audit. I see this as my mistake. I don't think, as the body that's supposed to be auditing the national board, we should be the ones giving more power to the national board with our proposals. This is the first time we did our SO proposals, I know there was good intentions, but I think that it is a mistake on our side and the side of all of the people involved, including members of the NB.
I said there was one last comment, and Charlotte is the next person in this. So.
What do you mean for closed? You want to close the speaker list? Or?
Yeah, Charlotte, yes, Berlin. Thanks for the statement, first of all. My question is pretty technical. So basically, now that you talked about certain errors being made, and that you gave us this statement, I understand that you don't want to waive our decision now. But my question is, would you be able to rework the proposal and install it for the next NA?
Victoria AB. I personally answer because I know I have not found the time that will be good enough and long enough to consult my AB members. But I personally believe that due to these mistakes that were involved, the only good solution of moving forward would be to actually start a working group with everyone that's involved, with everyone that's interested, to find a solution that is not only optimal for the NB, but also takes into account what the sections believe, because we often think that we know what you guys want, but that doesn't necessarily have to be true. And I think it is only fair and transparent and just to consult you on topics like this, because as critiqued during the previous days, moving the OC selection and making it explicitly in our legal documents a task of the NB takes away your power. And I think that consulting you more previously would have been necessary. So the short answer is yes.
My question is to Martin. You gave a statement yesterday where you basically said you voted for us, that means you trust us. Now, after everything that the main audit said, would you like to modify the statement or maybe comment on it?
I mean, you don't have to, it's your decision. Okay, because I don't think you need to answer, but if you want to, then it's your choice.
Martin AB. Then yesterday also after the question where I gave the answer, so after the Q&A I got also approached by the person who said this. And there was also like some confusion with what the person meant, what the person wrote in the question, how I took it, and how I wanted to combine it with another talking point. I basically wanted to say, like, that's how associations work, how you vote for someone. So we are in positions that are voted by the National Assembly. So there was a certain trust at one point, and then you have a one-year mandate, and you have certain rights and certain obligations, but like how an association works basically. So that's what I would like to make a comment.
Are there more questions to be expected? I propose to close the speakers list. Any objections? Okay, the speakers list will be closed. It doesn't mean that comments are still Levi's supposed to first.
Yeah, Levi is in Potsdam, a comment, not a follow-up question. I'd like to answer my question myself and modify that statement. It says you voted for us, that means you trust us, and the second you stop trusting us, you can vote us out.
Victoria AB, my role as the auditor is to remind you of what Levi just said. You as members of our association have the right to vote someone out if that trust is lost, and it is our duty and a task to keep that trust and keep working for the benefit of you, members of our association. We've seen last year with the Treasurer Santo that you can vote someone out if they're making mistakes that are big enough to lose your trust.
And the last comment I saw. No, I saw you in the white hoodie raising your hand before.
Yeah, I just wanted to not close the speaker.
Oh.
I had a question just before you asked.
Okay, because you raised two fingers, that means it is a comment.
I was trying to stop you to close before I...
Sorry. Okay. So
I added a question up there. It has been...
I understood you. Okay, in this case, I'd just like to remind you again of the signs. So 2 fingers means it is a comment, 1 finger means it is a procedure, and everything else is through the GA app. Or raising your full hand. You can also see a reminder of the signs of all of the rules of the game posters that are around the location here. But, sorry, my voice is also... But since it was an honest mistake, I will just allow this one more question because I saw your hand before I proposed to close the speakers list. But it was you with the white hoodie raising your hand. I didn't see your hand.
Yeah, but the question was written before, Chiara. The question was written before you close. It was written before.
Okay, go ahead with the question. Wait a second. Yeah, now again.
Adi, yes, and humble. Can we have the question up there?
Just say.
I don't have it here, as you can see.
No, you have it.
Basically, the question was asking if now the initial proposal is meant for open calls, but at the very end you are adding a separate section that allows the NB more power over making decisions for ES and Germany. Do you think it's appropriate to have such a clause in and proposal for open calls, or should it be its own thing separately?
Victoria AB, as I stated in part of my statement, I have realized too late, as we see me talking now, that these should have been 2 separate proposals because they talk about 2 separate things. So, as the main audit, doing the main audit for the first time, I apologize for this mistake. This should have been 2 different proposals, in my opinion.
There's a comment.
For the National Board, I just would like to add to the question regarding that the NB gains more authority. At the previous years, I checked also the minutes from previous years at the NBs. Always the NB appointed the OC of Spielberg. So this was also the case. Until last year, when the situation came that there was a wrong voting take place, the AB and the NB decided to interpret the EPP again and interpret it in favor of you as a section. So from my side, I would like to suggest to go to the notary.
Thank you for the comment. Victoria wants to put you up the speakers list so you can do your comment.
Yeah, Philip. It's not for the National Board. I would like to suggest to bring it on a professional level and let clarify the EPP by a notary what is actually the case. If it's the members, so you as a section who can do it, in this case of Spurbeck, or is it the NB who has the power or authority, according to our EPP, to vote on the OC?
Another comment?
Victoria AB, what Philip said in his first comment is true. That's what's happened in the past, and in the opinion of the AB, from what I know, this is unclear enough that we wanted to specify this. So, although this has been true in the previous years, NB has voted and chosen the OC selection, we wanted to specify this, and thus by specifying this, we would give the authority for sure to the NB, which for now is unclear where it lies.
Okay, thank you for the Q&A. I would just like to have 1 minute and then we will continue. Thank you for your patience. I just wanted to inform you that you are free to propose changes to the agenda and, for example, suggest some time to speak in your sections. I'm not the one proposing. I just wanted to inform you. Okay. Then we will continue shortly. I think we just need a few minutes to set up the voting. Oh, sorry, I see a hand. Procedure. Can you actually come to the front because... thank you.
Benjamin, National Coordinator. I want to propose 10, 15, 10 or 15? 10 minutes to talk in your sections, or go to the bathroom, or get some air.
Sorry. Are there any objections to this change in the agenda? Okay, then I will add 10 minutes and we'll see each other here back again at 10:10 sharp. I mean, if we accept the amendments, we vote for the whole proposal with the amendments. If we do not accept the amendments later, we will vote for the proposal without amendments. AB, please come to the front.
Is it correct?
Yes, this time it's right.
Let's just check.
Thank you. So we will now vote on the amendments as said by Chiara. There is 2 amendments that we will vote on. There were more amendments generally to the SOS proposals, but the question for many of them was asked, does any section want to vote on this? No one raised that motion, so we will only vote on 2 of the amendments. It is a public voting. That does not mean raising the voting device. It means it is still an online voting, but the managers, the administrators of the app can see what the section voted, but it is not displayed on the screen. The way they're structured is, do you accept the amendment to the proposal number by the proposer of the amendment? And it is a yes, no, abstain question. To remind you, if you abstain, that means you remove yourself from the vote, so the general number of voters is then lower. The first amendment is, do you accept the first amendment to the proposal number 7, rules for open calls by the audit board and the national board? You will vote yes, no, abstain. And the second is, do you accept the second amendment to the proposal number 6, clarification of the role of the regional coordinator by the national board and the regionals coordinators Southwest? It's again a yes, no, abstain question, and you will receive the link shortly. You should now be receiving the links to your private emails, so each vote delegate, please check the email that you've given while giving your vote delegation to the chairing team. If you have multiple vote delegations, you must click on the link, on the various links, as many times as you have vote delegations. That means you will receive the multiple emails. Please start voting as soon as you can. If there is someone that did not receive the link, please come to the front. The delegate of ESN Mannheim, please start voting. Please come to the front. If you didn't receive the email, please come to the front. It might mean restarting the whole voting.
I wasn't there.
The email is wrong.
We exchange an email.
Can you help me again with the duplicate the voting?
As a letter to all. With your.
Yeah, then I'm in the live stream.
Now to the results of the votings on the amendments. The amendment on rules for open calls was accepted with the simple majority of 19 votes, 67%, 0.58, and there was 14 votes against, there was 10 abstentions. That means when we vote on this amendment, and when we vote on the proposal number 7, rules for open calls, it will include the changes introduced by this amendment. The second amendment for the proposal number 6 was accepted with 100% majority with 1 abstention. That means this amendment will also be part of the proposal when we vote on it in a second. Now, moving on to the voting vote number 1. So the public voting, again to remind you, it is only public to us, not you won't see who's voting during the procedure of voting. We will now vote on the SOS proposals. It is also a yes-no question. To remind you, we have 7 SOS proposals. They're proposed either by the Audit Board, National Board, or the National Board and RC Southwest. The proposal of IT manager, shifting vote delegation rules to statutes, the appointment of NB, CC members after an election but before the mandate begin, the membership fee, the reimbursement regulations, the clarification of the role of the regional coordinator, and lastly, the rules for open calls. As you can also see, which ones require 75 majority, so 3/4, and which ones require simple majority. We will also vote on the OC for the summer NA. There is only 1 candidate, so the question is also a yes-no question. Are you choosing ESN Dai Rostock and ESN Halle Saale as the organization committee for the summer NA 2026? A yes-no abstain question. It requires only 50% majority. There is also the voting for the amendment to the budget of the national boards to the mandate 2025-26. Do not be confused. The reason why this amendment was not in the part of the voting block of the amendment is it is not an amendment to a proposal that you will vote about in a second. It is a proposed change to the budget that already exists for the current mandates, for the mandate 2025-26. It was proposed to you in a joint presentation by Dirk as part of one joint presentation with the proposed budget for the mandate 2026-27, so for the NB that will be selected at the summer NA. And then we will have the secret voting, but before we do that, we will vote on the public voting and see if we probably do accidentally redo it. If someone faces any issues, please come to us at the very beginning. In a second, you will receive your links. The voting has started. You should now be receiving the links to your private emails. Should anyone have a problem, please approach it. There's been a mistake. You can stop voting now. It will be restarted in a second. Sorry.
You need help? Yes, I can. Yeah. Yes.
The links have been sent out. You can restart your voting now.
Victoria, can I change the name? Can I remove copy?
Yes.
Can I remove?
Yes, please remove copy.
Thank you. Now we will move on to the secret voting. That means the people leading the voting, me and Chiara, will also not be able to see how the sections, how you voted. That includes, the secret voting includes the discharge of the old national board, required with a half majority. So you will see, do you discharge, name of the person, their section of the actions as their position during the mandate 2024-2025. It's a yes or abstain question. Do you discharge Teresa, yes in Hamburg, of the actions as president? Gianmarco, yes in Hanover, of the actions as vice president. Santo, yes in Koblenz, of the actions as treasurer. Paula, yes in Frankfurt Oder, of the actions as event manager. Katerina, yes in Berlin, of the actions as communication manager. Dirk, yes in Boston, of the actions as project manager. Saurabh, yes in Koblenz. Procedure? Okay. Saurabh is in Koblenz, of the actions as IT manager, and Lena is in Karlsruhe, of the actions as partnership manager.
There is a procedural, can you please come to the podium?
Yes, Philip National Board, I just want to ask or clarify if also there should be discharge of Dirk as treasurer for the last part of the mandate of the National Board of 2024-2025.
As Dirk took over this position, commissary, we will include the sentence commissary, treasurer. However, it is not an actual position within our statutes. That's why it was not included, but this will be changed before the link is sent out to you. So you will see the correct question in your voting. Now I will continue though. Thank you. So Saurabh as IT manager, and lastly Lena is in Karlsruhe, of the actions as partnership manager. Then we will vote on the new candidate sections that you got to know yesterday. They will require 2/3 majority. So 75% of the people that voted will have to have agreed. Do you agree to accept International Student Network Nürnberg and Langerfürth as a new candidate section of Yes in Deutschland e.V.? And do you accept Erasmus Initiative der Universität Bremen as a new candidate section of Yes in Deutschland e.V.? Then the last part will be the AB elections. There is only one person applying, Charlie, who's been doing the legal audit so far in a commissary way and wants to do it for the full remaining mandate. Who do you elect as legal audit of the audit board for the mandate 2025-26? Charlotte Horn, none of the above, abstain. Now, the links will be sent out to you shortly. The links have been sent out. Please now vote. If you face any issues with voting, come to us, please.
Ich habe verstanden, dass du Leute stiften willst. Okay, ja, dann hatten wir was These aus, wie sie angedrückt hat. Ich
Yes and one. Are there any problems with your voting? Yes and one. Can you please start voting and complete the voting? Or come to the front if you have any problems. Okay, thank you for voting. The voting is completed. So now we will have a break. Don't forget to write your sugar cubes, by the way. And we will be back at 11:20. Please be on time. I will also... Thank you everyone for being back. Now the next big block is the workshop block, and therefore Sylvie will give a short description of the workshop.
Hey everyone, I will briefly introduce the workshops again. As last time, you can also find the longer descriptions in the agenda. This time the workshops will be 90 minutes long, so a bit longer than the previous workshops. And you'll have 5 workshops to choose from. The first one will be here in the plenary room, facilitated by Chiara, and it's with ESN 101. So if you want to know what you can do beyond the local level and have ESN Germany and international work, then and learn all the abbreviations and also do it through games, then stay here with Chiara. Then we'll have a workshop on data privacy by Ramona and Svenja. For this you can go to the room where we had breakfast. It's an introduction to data privacy, and you can learn about why it is important. Ramona mentioned data privacy a lot during the NA, so if you want to learn even more about it, then go to her workshop. And it's important that it's not only for IT managers, but for everyone. And then there will be a workshop about transferable skills by Tom, our international guest from ESN Switzerland. It will be in the room across the hall. And it's about how to use your ESN experiences in job applications and how to translate an experience from one context to another. And it also will be a very interactive session. And then the first workshop is about the courses by Marisa and Diana. So get creative with the courses. It takes place downstairs at the furthest room where the workshop about motivation was. And you can learn more about the courses here, and if you're organizing local events in your section, then you can explore how to adapt the courses more into your already existing events. And yeah, this workshop is especially for people who organize events on local level. And if you want to organize national events or big local events, then come to Hannah's and mine workshop. It's about OC creation and management. We will be in the silent room downstairs, and it's about how to create and manage an OC for big events. It can be a big local event you have, or if you're interested in hosting one of the next NAs, then come to the workshop. And after the workshops, please don't forget to fill out the feedback forms. There are QR codes hang up in the rooms, and I will send the link again. This is very important for us to see how the workshops went and how to improve them for the next NA. Thank you.
Thank you for the instructions, Sophie. Then I would say, also update it. Okay. Have fun at the workshops. I hope you learned something, and please be back at 13:10. For the delay, there was still some preparation. Ready? Pass on the mic for the next presentation.
Hello everyone. That was a good voice crack. Alright, it's nearly the end of the last day of the NA. I think most of us have some kind of issue with their voices by now. If not, you're lucky. Congratulations. Okay, so coming to one of the last points on the agenda, we are very excited to be presenting the Golden Pretzel Awards of this year to you. The tradition was started last year, so this is only the second time we're doing this, and the Golden Pretzel Awards are here to award you, to award the great work that the sections do, to award events and projects, to kind of, in addition to the events of the month that Maisa already presented yesterday, to highlight the great work that you're doing. So how this is going to go is there will be, we will announce the winner of each category, and we will ask them to come to the front and with as many people from your section as there are here currently, and collect your award. And then afterwards there will also be an honorable mention. And the winners of the honorable mentions can come to the front after the plenaries have ended to collect your certificates. Alright, I'm gonna give the mic to Maisa to explain some more.
Okay, so like Hannah said, this is the second edition of the Golden Pretzel Awards. This year we had 10 categories. You will find them out in a bit, or if you read the email. This was prepared by Hannah, Lena, and I. And we had a lovely alumni to choose the winners. And we had 16 sections who applied for the Golden Pretzel Awards. We would have wished we had more sections to apply because of the amazing work you put into your local community and the amazing events you prepare. Every semester I see all of them on Instagram and they're very inspiring, and I wish you applied for them. So hopefully the next year we will have more applications. Yes, so without further ado, I think we can start. So the first award is for the Activities Award, and it's for the section who registered most activities on activities.esm.org. If you were here yesterday, you heard about it as well. And with no surprises, drum roll, the award goes to...
Careful not to spoiler it.
Close your eyes.
Just if you press it back a bit, it goes
Oh, maybe. Sorry. Okay. So, drum roll. And the winner is ESN2 Reviewing with astonishing 200 uploaded activities. Let's go! Sylvie! Come to the front.
I'm not surprised.
They can encourage others.
Try to keep this going, but we can't guarantee shit.
You need to.
Yes, Christian. Christian will tell you more about registering activities, so maybe you get encouraged to do it. Tell us how your section do it. How do you get to register 231 activities?
So a good part was done by myself and other members of the board. Not to anyone's surprise, I would assume, but also our members help us. We have some activities, upload sessions, where they support us uploading activities to activities.asn.org.
We need to say we also offer them Aperol and apple crumble, which may help.
You heard it from me.
Running for an HR award.
There's also alcohol-free options.
Obviously.
Don't force people to drink alcohol.
Thank you so much. And now to our honorable mention goes to ESN Rostock with amazing 77 uploaded activities. Beautiful.
Alright, the next category is for the best regional event. And the best regional event goes to, drumroll please, ESN Augsburg with their local platform Lights On Pajamas, Lights Out Pajamas, not the other way around.
Lights On Pajamas.
Like everyone. ESN Augsburg. Does our representative of ESN Augsburg want to say a few words about the event?
Yes, of course. So we hosted, thank you for that. We hosted our local platform for the Southeast, and it was very special because we had a giant sleepover, and it was very, very team building focused LP. So we did a lot of things together. We had like secret missions that we had to do in teams. We basically spent the whole weekend together. Of course, there were also possibilities to get some quiet time if you didn't want to be in the group, but it was very, very bonding for us.
This is gonna be fun. Getting up and down this thing.
Okay. Alright, and the honorable mention for this award goes to ESN Koln and the Westman. There you are. With their Into the Wild Wild West trip.
Hello everybody, I'm obviously not Lena. I didn't do anything for this award, but she's sick, so I'm the substitute. So, there is an award for the best team building event, and without further ado, please drum roll. It is ESN Halle with their team building weekend. Halle, come to the front. Halle, come to the front.
Yes. It's up to you. It was
My team said, I have to tell you, our team building weekend was awesome. So it was. Now we are always doing in the winter, or in October, we are doing a weekend for our whole team, where we go somewhere in Germany in a little house and do our whole semester planning day with a lot of team building and free time activities, so it's quite fun. And it's always the best weekend of the year.
Time for a picture.
And the honorable mention goes to in Berlin with the Swedish Midsummer event.
Yes! It was really good. It was amazing.
Willem, you want to tell us
Yeah. I want to be part of the committee for selecting the best award.
Okay, and now we're going to move on to the best training event. And drum rolls, please. The best training event award goes to ESN with their Awareness Training Day. Please come to the front. Come up here and take your phone. Okay, then we're going And an honorable mention goes to ESN Tuning with their members weekend.
Okay, the next category is the Causes Award number 1. So to everyone who looked at the applications, please will know that we gave out 2 Causes Award this time. And Causes Award number 1 for environmental sustainability goes to, drum roll please, ESN Rostock with their trash patch event. Please come to the front, ESN Rostock. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about it?
And an honorable mention goes to my favorite section, with planting trees in the gardens of refuge.
Okay, and the second Causes Award is about health and well-being. And drum roll, please. It is ESN Koln.
I really didn't expect that, and I didn't know we were going to have to say something. But this was a great trip we did, and it was unsuspected. It was very, very hot on that day, and we had trouble getting water to all the people. But we had a little fun debating on the train, and people really got to know each other. And Nanny and I were always punishing people when they were on their phone, and they got minus points for the game we were playing. We saw Koln, and I don't know, it was just a very good time. Nico also organized it with us. I think it was really special and very nice.
And without further ado, the honorable mention goes to ESM Regensburg mit der alten Tour. Congratulations!
Okay, continuing with the next category, which is the most impactful event, and surprise, there's gonna be a first and a second place. So, drum roll please. For the first place, ESM Regensburg with their blind awareness workshop. ESM Regensburg, please come to the front. You want to say something?
Sure. Yeah, basically it was like a very, very nice event that a person who is also affected by a visual, like, how do you say that thing? Like, impaired, yeah, helped us like create this workshop. Yeah, and basically we had, I don't know, maybe like around 20 participants who came together, and they were like doing some, we had the like alphabet that they like, yeah, the Braille alphabet, we had like figures that they created, and then we also had some group activities. It was very nice.
Thank you, ESM Regensburg. And second place for the most impactful event goes to ESM Tubi with their Exchange and Connect event. Please come to the front, Tubi.
Thought to add this and great for the idea. You're welcome.
And the honorable mention for the category of most impactful event goes to ESM Jena with their Arts and Crafts event.
Okay, and the most impactful project goes to, drum roll please, ESM Music. For the blog event
culture creatures.
Good job!
She organized it once.
Do you want to talk about it?
I can if you.
Okay. She wants to.
Yeah, very shortly, a lot of you probably know party animals. Culture creatures is like the little sibling, and essentially we have AB Erasmus, and they're split in 4 groups, and they have like a week full of program, and yeah, we try to match very like different cultures. So yeah, I think it's always like very well liked.
And now, for the recruiting award, please drum roll. And the award goes to ESN Potsdam with their successful recruiting campaign. Please come to the front. Do you wanna tell us more about your campaign? Yes.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much. I am so excited to tell this to all of our members at home who are waiting for us, because this has honestly been an incredible achievement by our team. It has been absolutely incredible to see how everybody came together and how we found so many different ways to recruit new members, and we even had so many people just bringing their friends. So we're now all like a very big friend group, and I'm really happy about that. So thank you.
And an honorable mention goes to ESN Rostock with their Erasmus boarding gate.
And then we have the Section Cooperation Award. Please drum roll. It goes to multiple people. ESN Bielefeld, ESN Bochum, and ESN Dortmund. Please come to the stage. And it's from the Intercity Cooperation Event Series.
West. Come on. It's like in
Jonathan Bochum is coming to us.
Yes.
Jonathan is in Bielefeld. We went on a round trip, and I think it was 3 consecutive weeks in which we visited first Bochum with all 3 sections, and then we visited Dortmund. And in Dortmund, we were actually joined by Wittenherdecke. So if someone from Wittenherdecke didn't make it here, not okay. And in the last week when we went to Bielefeld, and in all cities we kind of explored what cultural aspects the city had to offer. For example, in Bochum, we went to the Bergbau Museum, and then we went to the Christmas market.
And this is a Christmas edition, so hopefully we will have more editions. And we made sure Bielefeld exists, so it does exist and it's beautiful.
Dortmund!
Bielefeld.
Water is in my backpack. We have not lost it at any.
And the honorable mention goes to Esatumi and Esamesa Munich. Future Erasmus Destination of the Year, maybe? With a Swedish get together.
Okay. I know it's been taking a while, but we're coming to an end. There are 2 things left. The first of them is one last honorable mention to our wonderful alumni for helping us select the... Oh, Hans, you're still there. I thought you already left. To our wonderful alumni for helping us select winners of this year's edition of the German Pretzel Awards, to always supporting us, to answering questions, and to telling fun stories about the past. There's also a certificate for you, which you can pick up in a second if you're still there. And then, one last very, very, very special award and a very special honorable mention that we would like to speak out goes to someone who is a part of our network in so many different ways you cannot even imagine. It goes to Chiara for being our power pretzel, for always being there, for doing every single task she can find somewhere, for being the best main chair, for being our HR manager, for being in the section care team, for always being there for us, for listening, for asking, for caring, for being our...
I'm almost crying. Thank you, Victoria, because I have access to all slides. I didn't see it. So thank you very much. I don't know what to say. Thanks.
Okay, so now the German Pretzel Awards have come to an end. Thank you for being here. Thank you for organizing events and projects, for remaining active, for sharing them with us. Thank you for being an inspiration to others and for looking at the inspirations that others give you. Yes, these were the German Pretzel Awards for 2026. And all of the honorable mentions, please remember to pick up your certificates in the front after the plenaries have ended.
let's continue with the last big point of this NA, which is the voting results.
Hello, welcome back. We've got the results for you of the both public and secret voting, starting with the public voting. So, SOS proposals, NA, you know the drill. First, the SOS proposals, and the first three were all accepted. So the proposal of the IT manager, shifting vote delegation rules to statutes, and appointment of NVAPCC members after an election but before the mandate. And now come the remaining four SOS proposals. One of them was not accepted, the rest was accepted. So proposal about the membership fee, the reimbursement regulations, and the clarification of the role of the regional coordinator, all accepted with massive majority. You can see the percentages and the number of votes for each option. And the rules for open calls was not accepted, it was rejected. About the NA, as you know, just one application from two joint sections. What is the result? Are we seeing each other in Rostock? Yes. With 77.5%, so 31 votes, you agreed, voted for meeting in Rostock in the summer. So congrats to Rostock, give it up. Thank you, thank you. The next, the budget. As I explained when talking to you last time, there is two parts about the budget. So the changing of the current budget and the budget for the next mandate. And first, is the change accepted? We accept the proposed amendment of the budget to the National Board for the mandate 2025-26? Yes, quite clear. No votes against, 2 abstentions. And do we accept the proposed budget of the National Board on the mandate 2026-27? Clearly yes, as well. Just 1 abstention, 42-4. Congrats there. Moving on to the secret voting. That is the discharge of the last national board and the elections of the legal auditor. Starting with the discharge, not every member was discharged. So you have decided to discharge Teresa of her actions as the president with 39 votes for that. You have not decided to discharge Marco from his actions as vice president. You have not discharged Santo from his actions as treasurer, and you have not decided to discharge Paola from her actions as event manager. However, the remaining members were all discharged, so Katrina, Dek, Sarah, and Nena are all discharged with vast majority. New candidate section, the one many of you are most looking forward to.
I just want to make a short announcement, because you know that we use this as appreciation. So I think what is the best solution is if we stick to this for this NA, but maybe at the end, after all the voting, we can give a round of applause to everyone who has won an election, and everyone who doesn't, or it's allowed for them, know what's coming. I hope this is fun for everyone.
So, coming back to the candidate sections, just the ESN clapping, remember? Was the International Student Network member Lange accepted as a new candidate section of ESN Deutschland e.V.? Yes. It's a mistake. It was 43 votes. Sorry. Thank you for pointing this out. It was in fact all of the sections, not 100 sections. And it's fixed now, so you can retake your picture if you want to. And the next candidate section was Erasmus Initiative der Universität Bremen e.V. Did we accept you as a candidate section of ESN Deutschland e.V.? Yes. And the last result of today, the AB elections. Who do you elect as legal auditor of the audit board for the Monday 2025-26? Really shallow. So please come to the front, Charlie. She has to come to the front because she is being elected for a position within our network and has to officially accept this election of the National Assembly. It needs to be asked in German because we're German and are a German association. So, Charlie, unfortunately, you're German. So, nimmst du die Wahl an?
Ja, ich nehme die Wahl an.
Yay. Thank you. You are now staying within your tasks and get to keep on working. That was it. Thank you very much. That's all the results.
Okay, thank you very much for the presentation of the voting results and congratulations to all the candidates and applicants. Next on we have the appreciation round, which is something we always do at the end of an NA just to express appreciation. For this NA we have structured it a bit more, so you will see what I mean with the following slide. So basically what's going to happen, we have 45 minutes of appreciation round. Every region will get 5 minutes in the following order: north, west, east, southwest, southeast. So everyone who is a part of this region that its turn is has the chance to give appreciation and can give it for 30 seconds per speaker. After all the regions, there are 5 minutes for all national level members and international guests, again 30 seconds per speaker. Afterwards, the OC can have 6 minutes and they can divide it between themselves. And then after, the chairing team will get 3 minutes, so 1 minute per speaker each. And then lastly, the national board with also 1 minute per speaker each. I hope that is clear and I hope that makes it a bit more structured. So I would like to start with the regions. And also, in case you don't know, there's also the possibility to submit appreciations in the GAF.
Yes, I'm opening now.
I find it?
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
there should be open now.
So feel free to also submit your appreciations in the GAF if you don't want to speak. So the first region to come to the front, as a reminder, is the North region. So everyone from the North region who wants to speak, please come here to the mic and you will get 30 seconds each. Let me rephrase. Is there anyone from the North region that would like to give appreciation verbally? Okay. Is there anyone from the West region that would like to give appreciation verbally? Is there anyone from the southwest region that would like to, from the east region that would like to give appreciation verbally? Yes, please come to the front.
Benjamin, National Coordinator, yes, in Berlin. I thought I was going to be later and people would have already said this, but thank you to the OC and the CT and the AB and the NB, all the abbreviations. Also thank you to all the people that were here for the first time. I'm from this was the first NA. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you are still excited to come back next time. And as I said in Dortmund and Munich, I also want to remind everyone why we are here, that we should be kind to each other and always respectful, and that we should help each other, offer support, and also ask for help if we need it.
Thank you. More speakers from the East region? Are there any speakers from the Southwest region?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much. It was my first National Assembly Law, but I really appreciated how all of you passionate are, and it was really magnificent to see all of the inputs you did. And special thanks to OC for Viva Kolonia playing in my head for next months, and I guess magnificent event with magnificent memories. Thank you all. 4 seconds.
Ramona, National Coordinator in ESC Potsdam. Thank you for everyone that participated in that NA, and special thanks to the NB, and especially for Svenja for helping me with everything, and also special thanks for the AB for answering all my questions regarding data protection. Special thanks to CT for hosting this whole thing, it was amazing, and also for the OC for hosting this amazing thing. And a very special thanks for my reflection group, because a lot of people showed up and you were amazing. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else from the Southwest? East. East. I think East was all the people from the East. Oh no, 4 people. Yes.
West, but I misunderstood the explanation.
Sure. You want to come down?
Okay, thank you to Kolonia for organizing hosting this NA. Thank you to Marius for allowing me to be here. I really appreciate that a lot. And for the motto, because it gave me the chance to take my costumes out. And for my PR team, I love them all. And thank you, Svenja. And of course to my section for also allowing me to be here. That's like the best thing. And to all of you for giving me the best experience while attending this National Assembly.
Then we will go to Southwest.
Thank you, Flo, Region Coordinator of Southwest. I'll start with an appreciation for the very professional chairing team that worked very smoothly the NA. Then a huge appreciation to the OC that despite some roughness during the organization, managed in the end, and I think that they did an amazing job and they deserve a lot of appreciation. And then a huge appreciation to all of you, especially for the amazing dance performance yesterday on the dance floor. We're an amazing network. Thank you very much.
When I came here, I was not a big fan of Fasching or Carnival or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to leave and I'm actually a fan of it. So I get the idea of Cologne and Carnival. Thank you very much for the OC and all the social program to actually convince me.
Okay, since I see no more Southwest people, we will go to Southeast. Is there anyone who would like to express appreciation? Really? Yes.
I'm not surprised.
So yeah, I also would like to express thank you to all of you, because I love how sometimes it seems like we are all sharing one brain cell, doing the energizer of the mango banana kiwi. It was one of the best experiences ever. So thank you to AD, City, and National Board that organized this. I also wanted to thank you, the OC, for all the work, and especially for the bingo that we had last night, because I thought it was amazing and it was a great way of, yeah, having some drinks and fun, but responsibly. And thank you to my RCs, because the icebreaker we did was a shit amazing. Yeah, thank you.
Any more speakers from the southeast, sorry? Okay, then next up are all national level members and international guests.
Ich bin jetzt mal für National Level aufgestanden. Ich weiß nicht, was war das? Also ich kann sonst auch für Softies nochmal gehen. Das ist ja literally kurz davor nur.
Alright, one by one.
Hi, my first NA was 3 years ago here, and I love Köln, so thank you so much for bringing me back. This was amazing, and I loved every second of it. Special shout out for ESM Bielefeld. Our fist fight will be after appreciation round. And famous last words is in Dach.
Well done.
Tom, ESM Switzerland. I want to say thank you for inviting me, inviting us. I think the fact that almost everyone from the international guests is standing there says a lot. So it was fun being here, and yeah, so to the next one.
Okay guys, I wanted to thank you. You're such a colorful, nice nation, and so well organized. I can agree. And I wanted to thank you very much for having me here and for contributing to my insight about the ESN as well. I wish you all well. See you soon.
Thank you all. I really appreciate to be here. It was like something I didn't expect, but like everyone speaking English all the time was like amazing for me. Like in Italy we speak Italian. Okay, we are not so inclusive, but so I was like, for me it was incredible. Also I appreciated like all the participants were so nice. Everyone was like quiet during the presentation, during all the time, and also of course the CD and the and stuff.
Yes, so while I have 30 seconds, I don't have enough time to thank you all, but a quick thank you to Marco, the main chair, especially the OC, and very last the NB. There are a lot of things that happen on international. I'm very grateful and thankful to have great neighbors. And the next door NO, this was my first NA abroad, and it was really nice. And thank you to my fellow international guests for making me feel very welcome and home here with you guys. And yeah, thank you all.
Tommy in the Netherlands. Yeah, first thanks to Marius for the invite back on SEP. It was great and I had a great time here. Then for the rest of the OC, thanks for one of the best social programs I've ever seen. Like, it was really amazing. Then thanks to the National Board for making me and the other international guests feel very welcome. And that extends to the rest of you're beautiful and all. You're great people. Can't wait to see more of you on EGM and the others. That was it. Thank you very much.
So I've never done this before, so I don't really know. There's a lot of people I could thank for such a nice event. This was also my first international event, and it really goes a long way to see like them, like
I was feeling very comfortable here. It was a very, very warm welcome. And hopefully see you again at EGM or another NA. You're also always welcome at RNAs or whatever, I don't know. And yeah, see you soon. Hopefully be well.
So, I didn't get the chance to properly introduce myself as an international guest, but I'm Nelly, the chair of ESN International. And coming here, I didn't have any expectations, so I really wanted to say thank you to all of you for having me here. I was listening here to people. This is my first international NA, this is my first NA. Well, this is my 26th NA. So, you really know how to make a difference. I really want to give a special shout out to Marius and Elena for having me as their babies, as their babies, and for you for being so welcoming.
Servus everyone. Thank you very much for everyone who's working hardly in the foreground, but especially also for the people that are working in the background and made this NA so special for me, especially being now again in my hometown, even though I'm not physically in ESN Germany anymore. But thanks a lot. It was a pleasure seeing you all again, and hopefully see some of you at the NA in Salzburg or EGM in the future.
Thank you all. Then we have 6 minutes for the OC.
Simultaneously on stage or just one?
No, we can.
It will.
Like here.
You can. Okay, perfect, it works. So first I would like to thank all of you for attending and making, if I remember correctly, this is the biggest NA since the pandemic at least. That's really great. Thank you for that. And then I would like to thank our whole OC. When I, let's say, founded the OC, I said the easiest day was yesterday, and it really was like this. So it wasn't an easy road, but in the end, I think we had a really great event, and this really plays to our team spirit and really says about us that even sometimes there were difficulties, we were a really great team. Additionally, I want to thank the National Board and the great chairing team here. I want to thank our international guests, especially those I invited and followed my invitation. And yeah, to my OC, one more thing. I didn't write you any sugar cubes because it wouldn't have fit on there, so I got something special for you. But during distributing it, I would, since we have limited time, already give the word to the next person.
Hello everyone. I really told myself that I was going to prepare something, but there was no time, so I didn't. So let's see what happens. No, this was truly an amazing experience. This was all unbelievable. Right now I feel like I'm experiencing a fever dream, but I still want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for making it come together, to the MB and the AB and the CT and the OC and all of the sections and all of the newbies. Did I forget anyone? I don't think so. I really shared some nice moments with a lot of you. Unfortunately not with all of you, but I really liked the alternative program. And also, like yesterday when I was walking through the halls and I saw people doing like little face paintings on each other. It was really cute, and also very special thanks to Elena and Karina for supporting me emotionally throughout the weekend and all the work you put in, and everyone else on the OC. Thank you for contributing to this NA.
Okay, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to the Köln team for making this NA possible. Without you, it would not have been possible. Also for the people who stayed longer in their shifts, who came here at 7 in the morning from Leverkusen, even though, yeah, you had to stay the whole day. And for those of you who are still here, thank you so much. Also, of course, to the helpers from Bonn, and to Melly, special thank you for being here. Yeah, then Elena, you did an amazing job with the food. Also, you have to know that Elena wasn't only in charge of preparing all the food, she was also like one of the most important parts of the design team, so she was in contact with the artists beforehand and created the survival guide together with Alina. It's so amazing, and also like in the kitchen, just one person being responsible, it's truly amazing. Thank you so much, Elena. Thank you to Nelly and Paolo for being my emotional support and taking over the more annoying tasks during this weekend. Thank you to Marius for the bingo yesterday and to Jorge for having always the overview of the finances. Thank you to Alena, special thank you to Alena. She was like the one having the overview from the beginning, like from the application period onwards. She secured us almost all the grants, all the goodies. She always had an overview. She did like a lot of internal communication. I really want to say thank you to Alena for carrying this NA and for being an amazing friend. And thank you to the CT, to the NB, and everyone who's here at the AB. Thank you so much.
I'll just quickly say thank you to Nosy and thank you to all the helpers. Back to, where's Nelly? Back to you, because the breakfast shift is not very easy. And thank you to everyone that I hope you enjoyed this weekend as much as we enjoyed hosting you here.
Just like Alina, I promised myself I'm gonna write something down. I did not have time for that, and something's on the screen. Since we have 1 minute anyway, I could not possibly add anything more to what my beautiful colleagues have just said. Of course, thank you to the CG, thank you to the AB, thank you to the NB, thank you all the helpers, and of course you all our participants. Also special shout out to the international guests. It's been an absolute pleasure being your vice head of external, to communicate with you, to really feel like I am part of this international experience, and this is not really part of the OC, but I also just wanted to say shout out to the West region, my region, of whom I was for 2 years the regional coordinator. It was really a pleasure and an honor. Thank you.
Also real quick, thank you for the OC, all of you guys, and especially to Marius for, at least for in my case, it made communication really easy to do my task better. And also, of course, thank you to all the helpers, especially the Bonn people that came and decided to show up and help and volunteer. You really helped us out. Thank you.
Okay, I wanted to say thank you, of course, OC, despite all some problems that we had. I think you all did a magnificent job, perfect job. I think everything you did was very, very, very good. I think in the end, all the work that we have behind everything is perfect. Also want to say thank you especially to Dirk and Oliver, because when I took the position in the OC of the finances, I was lost, and then we sat down in this event, and into a while they were with me, supporting me with everything, helping all the doubts, and in the end it was really doable because of them. Also Hannah from the National Board, that she was also supporting me a lot, and also the whole OC. And also I thank you everyone for being here, especially the people I know from the previous years, and I'm happy to have you here, and I hope you enjoyed and have a great weekend.
Thank you, OC. Then to the sharing team, I will start and then we can call the order. Okay, I've written down some notes, but I keep it quick. Thank you for everyone that is involved in making this NA happen and keeping it running. So of course the OC, the NB, the AB, and of course my lovely team. We have worked so well together and I'm really, really proud of all of us. I also want to thank all presenters that presented something here. To everyone who facilitated our workshop, thank you so much for adding this important thing to our NA. Also shout out to my workshop people that were there in my workshop. Then all international guests for taking interest in our NO and for coming. For all of you joining, participating, listening, asking questions, and most importantly, being kind to one another. Our NA and our organization can only work if we all work together, so every single one of us, and I think we have done a good job. And again, you have managed to make me cry at this NA, out of joy, but that's good. And sorry for not writing sugar cubes, I have to give you.
So, hi everyone, it is a pleasure to stand here after this NA, and it was my second time being vice chair, and I would like to express how grateful I am to be here with you, to work together with this amazing team, and I am super grateful for Chiara because the whole transition and everything, how I could get into this position, you helped me a lot. And thank you, Marco, for everything that you've been doing during the NA, before the NA, so I'm very grateful. Also for the National Board, Audit Board, and everybody who contributed for this NA. All the participants who were enthusiastic, who asked a lot of questions, and also for the whole OC. I am super, super happy to see so many familiar faces. And let's keep in touch, because this is about the network, and the NA doesn't end at the end of the NA. Thank you.
Thank you everyone, every participants. It was very nice to see you everyone. It's my 9th NA this year from September, so I travel a lot. I think that every NA is different, and I like everyone. I will say thanks to Martin, because his Wi-Fi was very nice, very powerful. I'm sorry for consuming a lot of data, but thank you for help with the streaming, and thank you the MV and CT to work together, and then it was nice, and that's it. Thanks for all Italian to make me feel that I can speak Italian sometimes, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, the national.
Hello. Thank you everyone for attending the NA. Shout out to the OC, it was such a great event, also especially the social program. Really, really nice. Shout out to the bingo and also to the Jeopardy game that we did. The design was amazing. So you did such an amazing job. Also to all participants, thank you so much for asking questions, for being kind, for being active. This is so important, so please keep it that way. I will not lie, it was definitely an emotional event, but I also enjoyed it a lot, and I'm really happy that I'm surrounded by people like you, and I enjoy our network. And shout out to our new 2 candidate sections, and I'm incredibly proud of them. So yeah, thank you so much. Oh no, thank you to the CT. Thank you to the AB. I love you.
Hello. First of all, thank you, of course, for the chairing team. Thank you for all the board. Thank you for every participant of this event. And as well, thank you for my colleagues in the National Board. I think with all the talks before and after, and as well also with all the other people. It is always incredible good for me to have this people helping me, supporting me as well with the plan of the budget. And I think the biggest, rather also one of the parts as well to appreciate the OC. I joined the National Assembly in Koln already 3 years ago, which was a great experience. And years later I could help a bit to help another event like this, which makes me very happy, and I'm very happy to be here. And thank you for everyone who joins this amazing event.
Yes, of course, thank you to CT for taking the time, for the AB, for always having the chance to you to talk about the legal stuff. Especially thanks to the OC, so to be approachable. You were always smiling when we came to you. The feedback we had, or like some questions, you immediately acted. So thank you so much for making things possible, which were not easy at all. Thanks to the participants. Without you, you are the backbone of our organization. This would be not possible. It was mentioned by Chiara as well. So please keep going on with your work. And I would like, I think also on behalf of Lena, so I will just steal half a minute. I want to thank all the people who prepared the workshop for this NA, for Lena as well for being so flexible to say, okay, we just try out to have a double track, so one track as a proposal and one track for workshops. Yes, and for Lena also, because Lena is always really approachable also for us at NB, so thank you also my colleagues. And special thanks to all the national coordinators, because you take a lot of work from our shoulders, and a special thank to my list at my liaison office, so to Sara, Charlotte, Elena, Gideon, Victor, and Luisa as well, and to Clara for supporting me. Thank you so much. Like, it's incredible how you help me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for everyone being here. Thank you for listening to my voice getting worse over the last 3 days, 3.5 days, whatever. Thank you to the chairing team for organizing everything and for sorting all of those things out. I know the agenda was a hassle, so thank you for taking care of that. As I said, thank you to all participants, thank you to the national and regional coordinators for being here, for doing such great jobs, for always being approachable and talking to us. Thank you to my fellow MB members for working with me, for working together as a team. And I can't even put into words how much I love working with you. So thank you for that. Thank you to the audit board for supporting us and for talking to us. And thank you for everyone, or to everyone, for being critical, for asking questions, for talking to us, for giving feedback, also out of Q&A sessions. Please continue to do so. We really, really need it. Thank you.
I will start, as always, thank you to the OC. I know a big event like this, to host this is not very easy, but you were always smiling, you were always approachable, you did handle this event so well. The social program was absolutely amazing, I think one of my most favorite ones, and I visited, I think, 7 and 8. Thank you to the CT. You did an amazing job of handling everything so calmly. To Zita, to Chiara, to Marco. No, Marco, we don't see you as much on the stage as these two, but you're still there and we support you. We appreciate your work. Thanks to my NCs, Ramona, Magnus, who can't be here, but also to Clara, and special thanks to my PR team for creating the content, for working, for taking pictures. Special shout out to Jonas, who's not part of the PR team, but took pictures as well. And special thanks to my national board members for always having my back, but also supporting each other. And yes, so now for the OC, I would like the OC to come to the front and all the helpers, because we have something small for you to give as thanks. And after we give this, or while we give this, I would like to have a round of applause for all the helpers, for the whole OC, for managing this amazing event.
onto the stage. While you're taking pictures, I'm going to say something to the OC, because I didn't a second ago, and I promise that wasn't on purpose, it's just very late. Thank you for being such an amazing OC and for working with me. Thank you for sticking with me even though I'm sometimes very slow at responding to messages. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me to answer your messages in case I sometimes forgot them. Thank you for being so easy to work with, for being so creative, for taking such good care of the evening programs, and especially for putting such a big focus on the alternative program. And I'm so happy that it was an actual, real alternative to the party program. Even though the bingo was fantastic, I'm so happy that we had an alternative program for everyone to enjoy. So thank you for everything, for working with us, and for organizing this lovely weekend for all of us.
You can't find them. So, before you're going, there's a chance. Can you leave the flag here? Because what we would like to see from you is that you leave a nice message on this flag for East Kolon. So please come to the front after I finish my talks and also CT, and just sign it, say something nice. And now I have the pleasure to close this NA. And when I look into your face, I see a lot of tired faces, but also happy faces. I think a lot of you left already, and I hope when you're leaving right now and go home, that you get some sleep as well. It's super important. But more important is that you also take things back to your home section, to your section. Either some nice friends, some ideas, maybe an event that you'd like to host. And yes, I wish you a safe trip back home. And with this, I would like to close the NA at 40:34. Thank you so much, and see you in Rostock.